Good evening, gentlemen. How we doing? How we doing this evening?
All good, mate. All good. Thank you.
I know it's a late one, lads, but yeah, cracking. So, Chelsea have beaten Leicester. Is that a good thing for us, Cop?
Either way, I think no matter which way the game went, Leicester win, Chelsea win, or a draw, it was always going to be in our own hands. Looking at the permutations there, I think personally it probably would have been better if it was a draw, based on points and stuff, because this could go down to goal difference.
Yeah,
really could go. And I think the goal difference at the moment we're even with Leicester. No, actually we're one above Leicester. We're one above Leicester.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. But do we want it to go down to a goal difference though? With the way that we haven't been taking our chances. But looking at Leicester, they don't score a lot anyway.
Not with my heart, mate. I'm telling you, I can't take it. I can't take the pressure.
You think mine can? I'm older.
Let's just get the job done. Just win the games and get the job done.
Yeah, that's it.
I can't take it.
Yeah, if we win our games, it's game over anyway.
Yeah. That's all we need to do. Get those 3 points in, lads.
Yeah.
Okay, lads. So let's get this cracking then. Let's go with teams for tomorrow. What's your lineups for tomorrow?
For me, I'll go first because I'm not sure Stoney's got his ready yet. Have you, mate?
No, you can go first. You can go first.
Okay. I had all mine written down, all planned out and stuff. I don't think it's going to change very much from his previous. I'm talking about Burnley here from previous lineups. They generally tend to go to 4-4-2. So I've gone with their normal sort of back five: Pope, Loughton, Tarkowski, me, and Taylor. That's the five at the back. Brownhill, Westwood, Cork, McNeil. And the only change I may see is Rodriguez in for Vidra. Vidra has been. Is that what you've got? Is it?
Same thing as me. He's done it again.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, Rodriguez. He came on as sub 4 Vidra.
Yeah. Vidra had a stinker.
Yeah, Vidra's not been playing too well. So I can see that change there. And obviously with Wood up front as well. They've got their fans in for tomorrow, so that will give them a bit of a boost. But I watched the game against Leeds. They were shocking, absolutely shocking. And we know Leeds have played well this season, but Burnley were all over the place.
Yeah.
And we need them to be like that tomorrow.
Yeah.
So let's hope so.
Stoney?
Yeah, not far away from the Cop Artists' selection here for Burnley. I think they'll still keep is it the young goalie Bailey Peacock Farrell? Though yeah. I think he'll remain in goal. Same thing, the back four won't change. Still Taylor, Ben-Mee, Tawowski, Loughton. They played Josh Brownhill last game.
Yeah.
Westwood, Cork,
McNeil
over on the left, Chris Wood up top. And it's interesting that you mentioned about Rodriguez probably playing. Ashley Barnes came on the last game as well, didn't he? As a sub as well.
Yeah, he came on for Chris Wood.
Yeah, so that will be interesting as well. I mean, for them, you're right. They got Chris Wood, they got Vidra, they got Ashley Barnes and Rodriguez. So it'll be interesting to see what partnership they do actually start with. I think forward-wise, Chris Wood's form's actually been quite good this season as well. Apart from the Leeds performance where he didn't score, but other than that, I think Chris Wood's has had a really good game. So yeah, can't see much change apart from what I've mentioned there.
I didn't notice. I didn't realise Pope was injured.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing. He hasn't been playing for quite a few games. It's been that no, he hasn't been playing. It's Bailey Peacock Farrell. I think he's a young goalie for Burnley. He's the goalie that's been selected by Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's been playing the last couple of games. Yeah, he has, for real.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's a young goalie for them. So yeah, that's how I see Burnley lining up for that fixture.
Okay, so just before we move on quickly, lads, we're going to say good evening to a couple of people. So we've got Mr. Jamie Dallas. Good evening. Evening goes out to Evan. Yeah, and I think these are all friends of Kev's, mate. These are all Kev's mates. There's a brilliant comment down the bottom for you, Stoney. I'm telling you, I'll wait till I get to that one.
Yeah, I did plug the channel this evening on my live, so we might get a few more fans in as well tonight.
Jamie said he was on one, had a massive bet on Chelsea game this evening and won £1,145. So the drinks are on you, Jamie.
He did. Yeah, I was actually urging him to cash out because he had it as a both teams to score but Chelsea to win. Yeah. And it got sort of getting to like 75 minutes. He says, I'm going to cash out at 75 minutes. And I said, I'd cash out now because they're not actually giving anything. Leicester are giving nothing. Yeah. So he waited to 75 minutes, cashed out 1,145, and then they went and scored.
You can't grumble.
No, you can't. I think his profit was something like 750 quid. So it's a good bet.
Good evening, Reese. How you doing, mate? Good evening goes out to JDK, boss man, show mate. Good evening goes out to Mr. Edward Brown. Good evening, and Reese. Let's see what Reese has got to say about his team for tomorrow. So, Ali, Phillips, Reese, Williams, Trent, Robbo, Thiago, Curtis, Ginny, Mane, Firmino, Salah. Jury's a bit out on whether Curtis should start again after.
Nah. We spoke about that, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, no. And Evan says, don't worry, just get Alisson in the box and we will score. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. JD says that his jollof rice went everywhere. Okay. Good evening, Adrian Lewis. How you doing, sir? Good evening. Hope all is well with you.
That's not the Darts player, is it?
If he is, then he hasn't told me. That's my little brother.
All right.
Let's see. And Evan says, Alisson, Roberts, Phillips, Williams, Trent, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Thiago, Mane, Firmino, Salah. Yeah, that sounds more like it to me.
Yeah.
And where is my great comment gone? I'm looking for it. I can't find it. I'll just have to tell you, Stoney. Said the guy in the orange top, he's had a shave and you look like you're in your 20s now.
All right, I'll take that as a compliment. That's all right. The funny thing is, even being on a show, I think most people think that I've always had a beard. I actually haven't. That beard was only grown a few months ago. So yeah, it may grow back, but for now, it's disappeared. But I'll take that.
I'm going the other way.
Right.
Yeah. So Burnley, they've lost to Leeds 4-0. They beat Fulham 2-0. Everybody's supposed to beat Fulham. They lost to West Ham 2-1.
Yeah.
Beat Wolves 4-0 and lost to Man United 3-1 in the last 5 games. Yeah. What's our chances like, guys? What's our chances like?
I think it's going to be for Burnley. What are they? They're near the bottom of the league as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
So there's absolutely no way that the lineup for Burnley is going to be a gimme. This is not going to be a walkover. No. Sean Dyche is not going to stand for that one bit. I'm expecting them to actually have a reaction after the Leeds game, and what reaction that will be, we'll obviously see when we get to play them. But going back to what Cop Artist was saying, they're probably going to have a few fans in their stadium as well. that will give them the added incentive to attempt to get some points of us tomorrow. But as long as we get the result, I'll be happy with that. I don't mind how the game's actually played. I mean, we played really well against Manchester United. We played a completely different type game against West Brom. Still got a result, even though it was a nail-biting opportunity. But I think as long as we actually play the game, play similar to how we play against United and against West Brom, I'm confident that we're going to get a result.
Yeah.
Okay. Cop artist.
Yeah, for me, I mean, Burnley let in goals. Even though Sean Dyche is normally a quite a defensive-minded manager, likes to show up his defence, especially against the bigger teams. Tends to open up a little bit more against the sort of mid-to-range bottom teams in the league. But I'm confident. We've been playing well away generally this season, better than obviously at home. But like Stoney said. That I said, about the fans. I think that will make a difference to Burnley. I think they'll be sort of up for it a little bit more. But looking at the way that they've played this season, looking at the players that they've got, they haven't got a lot there, in my opinion. They've got a couple of decent players, but yeah, we've only got to play even like we did against West Brom, which wasn't good. I was very frustrated with them. I can't see anything other than a win tomorrow.
Yeah, we definitely win. But with Burnley's just one of them teams, though. They're horrible to play against.
Yeah,
one thing, horrible to play against.
Yeah.
One thing I do have to give them credit for is that they stick to a system that suits the players that they have.
Yes.
That's one thing I can't knock them for. It's not nice to watch, but it normally works for them.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've been quite surprised at their results this season. To be fair, they've last couple of seasons they haven't done too bad, but this season I'm quite surprised at where they were. I won't mind them going down, to be honest. They're a team I can't stand, to be fair. Or I'd love for them to get relegated. I can't stand them, but yeah, but they do. They play to a system that suits the players that they have, and it normally works for them.
Yeah,
they will make it very difficult for us, I believe. But like you said, Cop Artist, I believe if we play at like 75% of our potential, we'll win that game. We'll definitely win that game.
We should do anyway.
We should do.
Yeah.
What is wrong with Jamie? He said to me he's just put £300 on Liverpool to win by 3 goals tomorrow. To win by 3 clear goals. Odds of 14 to 1. Return is £4,500.
The guy is honestly this guy. He's a great guy. He comes in my life. He's an absolutely spanking guy, but the guy's nuts.
Yeah, I'm telling you. 3 clear goals.
Yeah,
he must have a bit of money to waste around there, man.
He's confident. He may well. He hasn't bought my artwork yet, though.
With that win today, he's got no excuse, Kev. He's got no excuse.
I keep reminding him, mate, but yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay, so let's have some danger men for tomorrow then. Let's have our danger men, but for both teams.
Well, I mean, you've got to look at Chris Wood is a danger man. He's great in the air. So we've got to be careful of set pieces. Definitely, even corners.
Phillips has got to be his shadow.
Yeah. He's got to be on his back all game. I think. Chris Wood isn't the quickest at turning, so he hasn't got to worry too much about getting a bit too close to him. I don't think he's much better in the air. So definitely set pieces. And sort of going the other way, and I don't mean Liverpool, I meant in their team. Tarkowski, I think he's played really well this season obviously as a defender. I watched him the last match, even against Leeds. I know they let 4 goals in, but he was getting blocks in left, right, and centre. That game could have been a lot more than 4-0.
Yeah.
So for me, would be those two that not necessarily we have to watch out for in our back 4, but also we have to make sure that he doesn't get those blocks in with our shots that we have.
Stoney?
I think Ashley Westwood's had a good season. The midfielder, I think he's had a good season. I'm not too sure on the stats, but I think he's probably one of the highest for Burnley. That is one of the highest assists for them. So Ashley Westwood, I'm going to look out for, and Chris Wood. Going back to what I was saying before, he's had a really good season. It'll be interesting to see that duel between Nat Phillips and Chris Wood tomorrow. I mean, aerial wise, Chris Woods has actually shown that he's very good. I mean, he's got tidy feet as well. So he's a big man, but he's actually got tidy feet. He can shoot with his left or right. Yeah, he's all right. I do like him. I
think he's a better footballer than he's given credit for, to be fair.
Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be a case of the ball just being played in the air and having the aerial duels with Chris Woods and Nat Phillips. But I think this is going to be an interesting test because Chris Woods, he's a physical player. So I'm not saying that he's in players' faces or anything like that, but he's a strong fella. So and he's one of these forwards that actually likes, and I say this in a positive way. He actually likes to feel the defender near him because he's good at actually rolling them. So I think that's gonna be a nice little feature on one-on-one, and that's probably what I'm gonna be focused on tomorrow. So yeah, for me, Ashley Westwood and Chris Wood for me.
Okay, all right. I'll definitely say Chris Wood definitely is one that I have to look out for as well. Ashley Westwood. I won't also leave out McNeil. He can be a bit that one day as well. Look out for McNeil as well. Yeah. Somebody else has also agreed. Evan has also said look out for McNeil as well. Ramesh is saying that he reckons 2 clear goals will win by.
Hopefully.
Evan is saying I fancy 5-0 Liverpool. Whew. Salah with 2, Mane, Firmino, and Alisson again in the box.
Can you imagine if we're 4-0 up, okay, and we are in the last minute and we get a corner? Will he go up? Because we've already won the game. Will he go up?
I think he's going to leave it.
Him than Firmino.
Yeah,
it goes up. Ramesh says he reckons it will be tough, but we will be pumped up as qualification is in sight. European qualification is in sight. Yep, very good point. Well, I hope that they are. I hope that they're as pumped up as we are.
If they can't get pumped up for this game or for the final 2 games to get Champions League qualification, they need to go ball their heads.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. You're right.
Evan says that Jamie will be homeless by the end of the week. He keeps betting like that he will be. Liverpool to win 5-1, he says, or 5-2. So, Stoney, what's your score?
Well, the previous game, when we played them in January, they beat us 1-0, didn't they?
I think so,
yeah, they beat us 1-0 at Anfield. I'm going for 3-1. 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool. Okay, yeah. Cop artist.
For the very, very first time, I am going to agree with Stoney. I'm going for 3-1.
Stoney, that's bad luck for you because he never gets
it right.
He never gets it right. Do you know what? I am actually looking at 3-1 as well.
Okay, all right, that's
I am
good.
actually looking at 3-1. Reese is also saying 3-1 as well. He reckons 3-1 as well. I'm looking at 3-1. So who's your goal scorers then?
Got to be Salah. Got to be. I mean, he's hungry for that golden boot. You can see it in his eyes. He's hungry for that golden boot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for a Salah brace.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go for a Nat Phillips header.
Ooh, okay.
That's betting talk. Get good odds on that. Stoney.
Well, I'm also going for a Salah brace, and I'm going for a Trent goal as well for tomorrow. Trent is scoring tomorrow. I can feel it. But yeah, definitely Salah. That golden boot is his. I think Harry would have liked Harold. I think I'll call him from now on. Would have liked to have departed from Spurs getting the golden boot. They've got Villa, haven't they?
I'm not sure.
Spurs have got Villa. So yeah, I can't see Spurs outscoring. I can't see Harry Kane outscoring Salah in this game week. So yeah, Salah brace and Trent to make it 3.
Okay, I'm going with the Salah brace, and I think Mane.
Okay.
I think Mane's a bit pumped up. I think he's definitely wants one. So I'm definitely going to go with that. Reese reckons a Salah hat trick.
Okay.
Well,
for my fantasy league, that would be good.
Yeah, would be good for mine as well. He's my captain.
yeah.
Jamie says Salah 3, Firmino and Trent.
Oh, that was a 5-0.
I'm going for 3-0. Salah, Bobby, and Firmino. I'm going to free kick from Trent, top right bins. I'd love to see that. I would absolutely love to see that. Evan says Salah with 2, Thiago with a goal from outside the box.
Oh.
That would be nice. And Ramesh is agreeing with us as well. 3-1. Salah, Mane, and Salah again. Oh, he's even got them in order. How they're going to go in. Salah first, then Mane, then Salah. So he's agreeing with me. Good man, Ramesh. Good man. Definitely. Nice. Yeah, I've got a feeling it's going to be 3-1. Definitely got a feeling it's going to be 3-1. Salah 2, Mane gets the other one. He's got a bit of a point to prove. He's got to be in his bonnet right now, Mane.
Yeah. That's true.
He's definitely on it. He's definitely on it. So, who's apart from Salah, who's the danger man for us then? Because I know we're going to say Salah.
For me, I think for me, it will probably be the same as the previous game. I'm going for Salah and Thiago. Again, I don't want to keep agreeing with Stoney, but
this is no good. This is no good for us.
No, I mean, I did say Thiago last time, but obviously we need Trent on his game as well with his crossing and his passing. So yeah, I'm going to go for 3 of our 3, which is Salah, Thiago, and Trent.
Okay, I'm going with Salah and Mane. I don't know what it is. Something is just inside me, just telling me about Mane. I think Mane is going to, for some reason, I think he's going to have a stormer tomorrow. I really do. I think he's that upset right now.
Yeah.
He's got a point to prove. I just think there's something that says, he's going to have one tomorrow. Edward Brown is saying that Bobby is danger man.
Yeah, he had his point to prove against West Brom and did nothing.
Yeah. Well, he did have one chalked off for offside.
Yeah.
Looking for that. And Jamie's saying Trent Alexander is the danger man.
I hope so.
On what you said,
I wouldn't mind Trent scoring and then setting up the other goals.
On what you said about Trent's crosses, could you imagine if we had Trent's crosses and we had someone like Chris Wood?
Yeah.
On the end of them. Could you imagine?
Yeah. Or even somebody like Jimenez.
Yeah.
Like Raul Jimenez. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Getting on the end of them crosses.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'd have a better goal average than we've got at the moment.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Evan says that definitely Mane has had not had the best season, but he had a good game on Sunday, so hopefully he will do it again.
Yeah.
And Ramesh says Mane and Trent the danger men tomorrow, apart from Salah as always. Yeah, we know that. Can't leave him out. And Reese says he's going to be a bit different, and he's calling Robbo as his danger.
Okay. Well, he deserves that if he does get man of the match, or a good performance, Robbo. So he's been consistent, and it seems like he's gone underneath the radar. It seems like he's gone underneath the radar. The man plays so well every single game that I think opposition teams and fans almost take it for granted. But he's a wonderful player.
Yeah.
I mean, you've only got to look at his tackle that he did. They ran back for it all that way. Yeah. He lost the ball, ran back, sped back. I think it was Rashford, wasn't it?
Rashford. Yeah. You're right. Rashford was actually in front of him. And he actually caught up with Rashford, passed him, and got the ball and tackled.
That's the determination he's got of all right, I lost the ball, I'm getting that one back.
Yeah. All right. We've got an interesting one here from Adrian. And Adrian says he can't see past a 2-2 draw, and Wood is going to bully our centre-backs.
They got to get the ball up to him first.
Yeah,
exactly.
I will just say on that, before I pass it over to you, Jeds, I will just say on that, if Nat Phillips is on him, I don't think he'll bully Nat Phillips.
No.
Nah.
I don't think so.
No.
Nat Phillips for me is coming to his own, and he's standing. He's not going to have none of that.
No.
Maybe Reece, he might be able to bully Reece, but I don't think he can bully Nat Phillips.
No.
What do you reckon, Cop Artist?
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Nat Phillips is a brick wall at the moment, isn't he? And you know, with his height, you know, he wins most of his headers. But Phillips is a strong lad. He's a strong lad. He's well built, which is obviously one of the reasons why he's not very fast. But I can't see Chris Wood bullying him at all. I think you're right with Reece Williams, because he hasn't got the bulk there. He hasn't got it up here yet. But he will do. He will do. I've every confidence in him being an excellent defender, in the next coming years. But I think, I totally agree with you. He's not going to bully. He's not going to score for me. Chris Wood is not going to score. I'm telling you now.
I like that. Stoney.
I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting to see whether Chris Woods uses his head to try and go up against Reece Williams, because between the two, whether it's deemed that he's probably has the least experience. So that'll be interesting to see whether he's actually in a position to actually do that. I think even if he does, I've got confidence in Reece Williams' ability. And as you said, I know we've said it on previous shows, if it's something where he is out-muscled or Chris Woods gets the better of him, it's all part of his own development as well. So it's a plus point. But I'm sure he's going to come out unscathed tomorrow.
I like that. That. Okay, Ramesh is saying that ever since his hairdo change, Reece Williams is a don. You reckon it's the hairdo that's doing it for him, yeah? Okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
And Edward is asking, which one is Stoney and which one is Artie?
What is what's going on here?
Stoney, could you please reveal yourself?
I'm the one with the orange top.
Okay. So obviously, that's me. I'm Artie. Okay, Mr. Brown. Okay. Right. So, gentlemen, we're confident of a 3-1 win tomorrow. Salah's getting a brace.
Yeah.
We all agree on that.
Yeah.
Are we 100% confident?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
It's written in the stars. I'm saying, okay. Though, in all seriousness, I think what it is even prior to the Manchester United games, and I'll be honest, we were having some quite indifferent performances. I think we showed that we can increase the tempo, and we showed that against Manchester United. I think it was the Newcastle game where we had a lot of shots, but they weren't, on target or really testing the keeper too much. So now we were able to transfer that attacking prowess and actually put those goals away against Manchester United. Still put in a good shift against West Brom, all well be it a different type gameplay than we did against Manchester United. And I'm sure we can replicate the performance against Manchester United and West Brom, against Burnley, and also against Crystal Palace afterwards. So that's why I'm confident. I think we're playing with confidence. We're playing with belief. We've got the players settled as well. And as Cop Artist said, look, the cherry's on the cake now. We are so close. To me, it's in our hands.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's in our hands. So that's why I'm confident that we're going to get the result tomorrow.
Kev?
Yeah, I totally agree again with Stoney. He is spot on. I mean, he said it's written in the stars. Well, you look at how we've played this season overall, which hasn't been great. Knowing that we have to go to Old Trafford to get a win, that was a banana skin waiting to happen potentially. Even though, you know, United aren't playing that great anyway, and how they're second, I don't know. But we go there knowing we had to win, and we just walked all over them.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a totally different game against West Brom. They play a different type of football anyway.
Of course.
You know, were they on a come down from that brilliant win against United? Who knows? But the whole written in the stars thing, if we played that well against United, and then that very last minute goal, they have to mean something. In alignment with the stars, they have to mean something. So I'm definitely confident we will get a result. It won't be easy, but I don't think we'll make it as hard work as we did against West Brom.
Yeah, I bloody hope not, man. Seriously, I hope not. Okay, so Ramis is saying confident. We're not giving up now because the players know it and the fans know it too. Too right. Okay. Oh man, we're being trolled again. Here we go. It's Mr. Forbes. This is Zacchaeus Forbes. Hey, what are these mancs doing over here? Seize the day. Stiff rap for you now. Take it or face the raft of the Man United agenda. Big up the panel, maximum respect. I have to take off my hat to him. I'll tell you that. I'll give him that. Well done, well done, Zach. All right, well done, Zach.
That's class.
Well done, Zach. Because Burnley are a shocking team, looking at them on Saturday, so we should beat them. Plus, any team can beat them. Yeah, they were absolutely awful. But it's not only they were awful, but also Leeds made them look awful.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do. Reece Williams needs to go to the gym or put on a little weight. What's Zach saying now? Enough slide dagger digs at United. Well, we've got the right to. When you give a boy 4 in their backyard, mate, you understand?
I think my only response to that, Mr. Amonde, is as much as you might think it's sly dagger digs, remember we actually came onto your show and we replicated exactly what we said here on your channel. So nothing sly. We came into your house, we sat on your sofa and we drank your cup of tea. So
with the slippers on.
Exactly.
And the dressing gown. Listen, I even had their dog bringing me the paper, mate. Trust me, it was wonderful. Mr. Edward Brown says he likes my Liverpool top. What is it? It's a tracksuit, mate. It's a whole tracksuit. It's a whole Liverpool tracksuit. I got it when I went up to Anfield.
Very nice.
Anfield shop. Thank you very much, Mr. Brown. His money well spent, I tell you. Love it. Burnley are going to get burnt tomorrow and put 6 feet under. Please, 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 please. And then after that, we got Palace. Last game, final game of the season.
Yeah.
Quick question before we wrap it up. Talking about centre backs, Tarkowski.
Yeah.
What would you reckon of him at Anfield?
What, do you reckon he's getting any change at Anfield?
No, so what would you reckon at him coming to Anfield?
As in us purchasing it?
Yeah.
No, what's in that drink? Rum. Hold on, RT. What are you doing to me, brother?
I'm saying that because I've heard a lot of people talking about him and about his performances and about him going to a bigger club.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, if people are talking about him making that transition to Burnley and going to a bigger club, I think his performances, not just this season, but the last few seasons from Burnley, I don't think anybody can really question how good of a defender he is. Do I think that he's at a level to play for Liverpool? I'm unsure. The only reason why he's not in my radar or why I would not want for us to purchase him is based on the defenders that we currently have and the defenders that we'll be possibly bringing in. So we've got Virgil coming back, we've got Gomez coming back, we've got Reece, we got Nat Phillips, and we're probably going to be buying Ibrahim. For me, I'm not too sure where Tarkowski would actually play if we have all of those defenders. So that's another reason why I would say no for that, and only for those reasons.
I mean, if he's coming from, I mean, I like him. I think he's a very good defender. Could he cut it at our club? I'm not so sure. But like you say, where would he fit in? You know, at the moment he's playing, you know, every game for Burnley. Can I see him in a team maybe like, I don't know, maybe in Everton? Yes, because they are a better team than Burnley.
Yeah.
Can I see him in a top sort of 4, 5, 6 team? Probably not. Maybe Arsenal, maybe.
Or Tottenham.
Or even Tottenham.
Sam for life. If you're listening, Sam for life.
That's a good
Sam
shout.
for life. If you're listening, Tawoski to Spurs.
Yeah, that's a good shout. One thing with Tawoski for me, what he reminds me of is like the old-fashioned kind of defender who would complement playing alongside somebody like your classy borders, like your Van Dijks or like your Alan Hansons and that. He does all that dirty work. He'll tackle you with his head. He'll put his head in with the boots going all that. That kind of defender. And sometimes you need that kind of guy to complement the other guy who does all that dirty work. That's the only thing with him. Is he at that level to play for a team like ours? I don't. I'm not. The jury stood out for me, but he's definitely one for me. 150% every single game, man. That's one thing I'll say with him. I wouldn't like to play against him.
No,
he's one of them kind of guys. You know what I mean? You wouldn't really want to play against him. No. He just doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. He's on your all game. Definitely. Oh, Mr. Amonde, what is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? I hope you taste some good. What is? I'm not even. Jamie Dallas, Liverpool will get Mbappe. Listen, I hope so, man. I really do. No, we didn't forget Matip, Evan. If you've watched our previous shows, you'd know that we're all saying Matip is off. Yeah. He's packing his bags now.
Yeah.
Yep. I heard he's down at John Lewis looking at some new luggage. Packing his bags. Matip will be on his way. He will no longer be with us. That's what we're saying. Evan, go away with Spurs. He'll collect the trophies. Yeah, we know that. Burnley centre-backs you're referring to was a ball-playing centre-back at Brentford. He can really play.
Definitely. Monday, I don't think we're, and that's a good comment as well. I think if just going back to what Artie was saying as well, we're not belittling Tarkowski. He is a very, very, very good player. I think the question is whether he'd be able to make that transition from Burnley to Liverpool. My personal opinion is that it's a high step up. But also, my opinion is the reason why I don't think he'd fit into Liverpool is just based on the defenders that we currently have in our squad, the players that are coming back from injury, and the possibility of us purchasing Ibrahim. That's the only reason. I'm definitely not questioning how good or bad Tarkowski is. Definitely not. He's a good defender.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we're going to wrap it up now, gents. And before we go, we are going to say, just Edward Brown says, what's the difference between a book and Spurs? A book has a title. Quality. Quality. Shane, I hope you're watching. Paxton Road crew, I hope you're watching. That's
amazing.
Well done, mate.
Well done. I'm actually going to send that to him in the group in a minute. I'm going to send that to him. Okay, so, gentlemen, you can all catch us tomorrow on FTB Sports. So like, share and subscribe. It's all about tomorrow evening. Straight after the game, we will be back giving you the lowdown on our another 3 points in the bag, our step towards the Champions League, and knocking one of them small fries out of our space. That's what we'll be doing. Thank you very much. Mr. Amonde says, great show, lads. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Take care. And Reese, thank you very much, Reese. I know you'll be on tomorrow, mate. You never let us down. Thank you very much for the support. All right, the Cop Artist. I'll see you tomorrow. Stoney, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Let's go get them 3 points.
Definitely.
Thanks for watching. Take care, peoples. Out.